am so glad that you joined us this morning for worship. The last couple of weeks, we have been talking about characteristics of Jesus. We learned that Jesus is giving, and we learned that Jesus is obedient, and he taught us how to obey. Today, we are going to learn about how Jesus shows us that he is wise. And it all starts when he's choosing his disciples. Let's watch.
Jesus walked from town to town and across the countryside. Along the way, he asked men to join him and travel around, telling people about God and how to know him. These men were called disciples. One day, Jesus decided to go to a town called Galilee. When he got there, he ran into a guy named Philip. Jesus asked Philip to follow him. Philip was so excited. He ran to tell his friend Nathanael about it. He found Nathanael sitting under a fig tree all alone.
Nathanael, you won't believe this! You know that guy that Moses and all the prophets talked about? We found him. Well, I mean, he found us. His name is Jesus, and he's from Nazareth.
Now, Nathanael was a very good man and a smart one, too. But he didn't always believe everything he heard.
Nazareth? That old place? You really think the man that Moses and the prophets spoke about could come from Nazareth? Get out of here.
Nathanael, you gotta meet this guy. You'll see what I mean. Come on, I'll introduce you. Besides, it's not like you're doing anything better sitting under this fig tree. Aren't you bored?
Hey, it's not so bad. I like the figs. Besides, what's it to you?
What have you got to lose? Come on, see for yourself.
Whatever. I'll go with you this time.
So, Philip and Nathanael went to find Jesus. As they got close, Jesus called out,
Here's a true man who always knows the right thing to do and does it.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, Nathanael, you.
Have I met you? Hey, wait a minute. I know I've never met you. How do you know about me?
I saw you sitting under that fig tree before Philip found you.
But I was alone. Wait, you knew me before you even saw me? You are the Son of God.
You believe that just because I knew you before I met you? Well, Nathanael, get ready. That's nothing compared to the great things you're going to see. We're going to make history together. Follow me.
Hey, guys, are you hungry? I got some figs in my pockets. Here, have one.
Jesus knows all about us.
today's Bible story, you heard that Jesus walked up to Nathanael and he knew exactly everything about Nathanael. Now, I know that you remember that God made you, and you know he knows what color eyes you have, and he knows how many teeth are in your mouth, and you can count those. Did you know, though, he knows how many hairs are on your head? That's pretty big. Just like he made you outside, he made everything inside about you special. We have a book today. Miss Coco loves this book, and some of you may have heard it. It's called Happy Dreamer by Peter Reynolds. And this book talks about all the things inside us that make us special. Let's read it together. Happy Dreamer. I am a happy dreamer. I'm really good at dreaming. Daydreams, big dreams, little dreams, creative dreams. Dreamer Maximus. Sometimes the world tells me, sit still, be quiet, pay attention, focus. But my dreams have a mind of their own. Sometimes my mind just takes flight. I hear a beat and I gotta move. Then I hear another and another. Wish you could hear inside my head. Trumpety, zigzag, jazz. Sometimes I'm a quiet dreamer. When I make time to stay still and hear myself think, to let go and see what takes shape. Do you see that? Sometimes I'm a swinging high dreamer, way up high, beyond the clouds, so high I can touch the sky. I can also be a loud dreamer. Hello, world! I'm a shout at the top of my lungs dreamer, even if I'm just a loud inside my head dreamer. Sometimes I'm a colorful dreamer, painting my own path, full of surprises at every turn. I can dream even when the lights are out. All circuits on. Fireworks, I light up. I'm all ears, eyes, heart, and mind. I have so many dreams, it can get messy. Creative chaos. Cleaning up hides my treasures. If you make me, I will put my things away. But then there's less of me to show. These are the moments I feel alone, boxed in. And yet, I always find my way back, plunging into amazing, delightful, happy dreams. I'm really good at being me, a dreamer, surprising, caring, funny, gentle, smart. And when I tumble back to earth, I know I'm okay. Dreamers have a way of bouncing back and moving forward. There are so many ways to be a happy dreamer. What kind of dreamer are you? But the best way to be a happy dreamer, just be you, which is why this book is dedicated to you. Yes, you. Wow! Did you see how many different ways this book tells us that we can dream, that our minds dream up things? This book is telling us that all the ways we think, all the things we like to do, make us special. And Jesus made every one of them. So when we're sad, He knows. When we just want to be by ourselves, He understands why. Because He knows us.
Jesus knows all about us.
He knows my name.
Psalms chapter 139, verse 1 through 4. Lord, you have seen what's in my heart. You know all about me. You know when I sit down and when I get up. You know what I'm thinking even though you are far away. You know when I go out to work and when I come back home. You know exactly how I live, Lord. Even before I speak a word, you know all about it.
He knows my every
Hi, boys and girls. My name is Bethany, and I am so excited to see you at church this morning. In fact, I think you are very wise to have set aside some time during your week to worship and learn about God. Did you hear that word I used? Wise? What do you think it means to be wise? Another way you might think about it is, what do you think it means to have wisdom? Some people might think that being smart is the same as being wise, but it's not exactly the same thing. A smart person knows the answers, but when you have wisdom, you have experience, you have knowledge. Most importantly, you have good judgment. Basically, you make really good choices when you are wise. So knowledge and being smart is kind of part of wisdom, but there's way more to it than just that. Another way to understand what it means to be wise is to think about what it means to be unwise. The opposite of wise is foolish. A foolish person makes poor decisions and can be described as unreasonable or senseless. I bet we would prefer to be described as wise rather than foolish. Okay, I have a question for you. Who is the person that you know with the most wisdom? I think I know who you might be thinking about. So we're going to play a game to see if I'm right. And here's how the game's going to work. I'm going to give you a situation, and you're going to choose if the person is being wise or foolish. And if you guess correctly, then I am going to delete some colored boxes off of this screen, and we're going to start to reveal a picture of who I think that has the most wisdom. So answering this situation correctly is going to remove all of the orange boxes. Are you ready? Here we go. Tabitha was alone in the kitchen when she saw some candy that she was not supposed to eat. She looked around and noticed that no one would see her if she took a piece. She almost decided to eat it, but then she remembered that she would know she had disobeyed, even if her parents never found out. She decided to walk away and not eat the candy. Was Tabitha wise or foolish? That's right. Tabitha was wise. She showed really good judgment in the kitchen by not eating the candy when she knew it wasn't right. So there go the orange boxes. Now our next situation. If you get this one right, I'll delete the yellow boxes. Do you have any guesses who the picture's of? So Greg and Ricky were having some time together after school at Greg's house one day. And Greg hurt Ricky's feelings while they were playing. Ricky wanted to hit him. Ricky didn't think that what Greg said was fair, and he was ready to teach him a lesson. Ricky knew he could talk to Greg and tell him how he felt, but he decided to punch him in the back to really get his point across instead. Do you think Ricky was being wise or foolish? That's right. Good job. Ricky was foolish to hit his friend. when he knew he had the option to talk to Greg instead. So, goodbye, yellow boxes. Ooh, I bet you've got a pretty good idea who it is now. And guess what? We are to the bonus round. If you get this one right, I will remove all of the boxes. So here we go. Lucy was in math class taking a test that was over something she wasn't very good at. Lucy was the type of student that usually got good grades, so this was especially hard for her. By the time she got home, Lucy knew she had failed the test, and she didn't want her parents to be mad at her. She thought about hiding the test and not telling them, but she decided to stop and pray that God would give her the courage to talk to her parents about the test. Was it wise of Lucy to pray and ask God for what she needed? Yes, of course, it's never foolish to stop and ask God for what you needed. That showed a lot of wisdom. So let's take away the rest of the boxes. Hey, looky there. You guys are some real experts on what wisdom looks like now, and you see who possesses the most wisdom. It's Jesus. And that, boys and girls, is why we want to gain wisdom ourselves. We want to be like Jesus. You guys have a great week.
Jesus knows all about us.
He sees each tear that falls.
Dear God,
Dear God,
thank you for today.
thank you for today.
Thank you for our family.
Thank you for our family.
Thank you for our church.
Thank you for our church.
And thank you for Jesus.
And thank you for Jesus.
And I pray that we can have wisdom like Jesus.
And I pray that we can have wisdom like Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Jesus knows all about us.
I'm so glad we were able to worship together today. Have a great week. I love you.
He knows.